Hello and welcome to Out and About with Next Pittsburgh. I'm Boaz Frankel here in Bloomfield, right in front of the White Whale Bookstore. And for the last 5 years, this was the White Whale Bookstore, one of my favorite bookstores in Pittsburgh. But now they've expanded. Come follow me over here. Now it says Books and Coffee over there. You see that? And this is the second half of the store that they are finishing up right now. It's opening at the end of the week, but they are letting us have an exclusive sneak peek of this new half of the store. We've got author Deesha Philyaw in there behind me. We're going to talk to her in a sec. Spoiler alert, but hold on. Let me put on my mask, and let's go check it out. Also, a question of the week for you. What is your favorite book with a Pittsburgh connection? Let us know in the comments. Give you a second to think about it while I adjust my mask. And let's go inside. White Whale is co-owned by Jill and Adlai, and we've got Jill right here to show us the new space. Hey, Jill.
Hi, Boaz. How you doing?
Doing great. Well, congratulations on the new space. It looks awesome.
Thank you so much.
And will you show us around? Tell us all the cool new things you've got.
I'd love to. Come on in. If you go through the space, we have a door in between that joins our current space with this one, and so it effectively doubles the size of our retail. We've got kind of floor-to-ceiling cases around. Up front here will be showcasing Pittsburgh authors and books about Pittsburgh. We've got our arts and lectures books here, more bestsellers. And this will actually be a coffee bar. We won't have coffee right when we expand. It'll probably be a couple months down the road, but we're really excited about that new chapter.
Yeah, and I see there's a new sort of accessory on the wall. Maybe you can show us.
Yeah, I'd love to. So this is one of my favorite parts of the new space. Our neon whale.
So cool. That must have come in such a big box.
It did. And actually when we ordered it, we weren't sure if it was a real company and it was a scam, but it arrived and I love it. It's my favorite.
It looks so good.
Thank you.
And you've got like tons of seating space, so one day in the near future someone can be sitting with a book drinking a coffee.
Yeah. We didn't have a lot of space for seating in our original space, and so it feels really good to be able to spread out and open up into what we always hoped it could be, which was, a space for the community to come and hang out and spend time.
And this has been like a roller coaster of a year. You have your 5th anniversary coming up. You've been working on this, but before that, there was sort of this weird botched plan to maybe open a location at the terminal, and then they ended up bringing in a non-local store. Did that sort of brouhaha sort of segue into this somehow?
They were actually totally unrelated in that our landlord was working on this space for a long time, and he, not knowing anything about our troubles with the terminal, offered us this space right after it happened. And because we had been in our heads thinking we were about to open a second location, it was just really fortuitous that we were able to just jump on it and say yes. And honestly, it feels like a really lucky change and just a much better fit for us anyway. So we're really happy it worked out this way.
Yeah, and our question of the week this week is, what is your favorite book with a Pittsburgh connection? And you've got a couple recommendations, many of which do have Pittsburgh connection.
Yes, a lot of these. So I know that you'll be talking to Deesha soon. This is Deesha Philyaw's book, The Secret Lives of Church Ladies. Absolutely one of our favorites at the store. We have sold more copies of this book than literally any other book in our stock, and that's because all of our staff loves it so much that
it's outsold the Bible at White Whale.
It's outsold Obama's book at White Whale.
Whoa.
And actually, Deesha will be doing an event tomorrow night, virtual event with Ariel Marie. That's this book, Gumbo Yaya, a book of poems that won the Cave Canem Poetry Prize. So we're really excited about that. Anna, our events director, has been, busting her butt to do lots of virtual events. So hope you'll join us for that. Some other favorites this year, especially Brian Broom's Punch Me Up to the Gods. A beautiful memoir. Brian is so talented, and we are thrilled to sell this book.
Local, yeah.
And local, yeah. All of these people, local, well, Ariel isn't, but local events. What else? Claire Beams, great friend of the store. This is a fiction book, a couple years old, but it's just truly one of my favorites. And then lastly, Katie Booth's The Invention of Miracles. This is, the subtitle kind of says it all, Language, Power, and Alexander Graham Bell's Quest to End Deafness. So it's sort of an alternative biography of Alexander Graham Bell and his very negative impact on the deaf community. And we love Katie. We love this book.
Wow. And basking in the glow of this neon sign, like, were there other ideas, like literary-themed nail art salon you could add in here, or like reading hot tub? Like, were there other things that got next?
Well, we could always open another vape shop. Like, there are many in Bloomfield. We could be the 20th one. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I think we've got Deesha over there. She's signing books.
Yeah.
And I guess we're going to go chat with Deesha. Thanks, Jill.
Great.
And we might call you back in a second to do a lightning round of questions at the end, okay?
Wonderful. Sounds good.
Okay, well, follow me over here to the official, newly expanded White Whale Bookstore author signing nook. I think that I got the terminology right. And here's Deesha Philyaw. Hi, Deesha.
How are you, Boaz?
Doing great. Thanks so much for chatting with us. I don't know where should I go, Brooke? I'll go on this side. Okay. I've got my personal copy here.
Yes.
And this book, like, with this book of short stories, they're all clearly linked. They take place in the same world. All these people are struggling a little bit with God or religion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know you were writing a book of short stories, or were you just writing short stories?
The first two I had no idea. They were stories. And it was my agent that I had for a previous book, a nonfiction book, who knew that I was stuck on a novel. And while I was stuck, she was like, I like those church lady stories. And I really wasn't thinking of them that way. And she said, maybe you could build a collection around those themes: Black women, sex, and the Black church. And after that, I got intentional about the remaining stories that are now in the collection.
And this book did, like, crazy well. Was it the bestseller at White Whale? But all over, I just want to give you some shout-outs here. I dropped my notes, of course.
That's okay. Can you reach?
I got it. This is the important one.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you've got a finalist for the National Book Award, a Penn Faulkner Award. Like, did you have a sense that this was going to blow up?
No, my agent was managing my expectations. Plus, I've been writing for 20 years, and no other writer. I know other writers, and everyone will tell you short story collections don't sell. The book was rejected by everybody except West Virginia University Press, so it's a little book on a little press. And books like mine typically don't win those kinds of awards. So totally unexpected, and I'm totally grateful and proud.
And when did you realize, like, oh, I think this book sort of has a life of its own?
It was really the bookstagrammers. The awards are great. Don't get me wrong. But my friend Kiese Lehman, who wrote the memoir Heavy, shouted my book out on a podcast called The Stacks. And then I started seeing these bookstagrammers tagging me and posting pictures of my book that, they had gotten advanced copies or somebody had passed on. And they were like, Kiese said read it, so we're going to read it, And I was like, okay, this could be a thing, And then people started posting reviews of the book and how much they really enjoyed it, and beyond what I ever imagined.
And now there's an HBO series coming.
Yes.
Like, what can you tell us about that?
So there was a significant interest from Hollywood, which, again, I was floored by that. And I heard from a lot of different folks who love the book and, wanted to, think about how we could adapt it. But when I heard from Tessa Thompson, and we had such alignment in terms of what we thought were the greatest parts of the book and were the important parts of the book, and how we could bring those elements to television, there was just so much alignment and excitement. And Tessa's just amazing, and just, her creativity and just her great heart, and I just jumped at the chance to work with her. So I'll be also writing as well and executive producing along with her. I have a co-writer, Tori Sampson, who was just announced on the project as well, and Tori is brilliant. So I can't wait until we can make Church Ladies magic.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And if people want to sort of hang out with you virtually, they have a lot of opportunities coming up.
Yeah, so I think Jill mentioned that I'll be talking to a fantastic poet named Ariel Marie, whose book is part of the Pitt Poetry Series book for this season. It's called Gumbo Yaya, and I can't wait to talk to her tomorrow night. Also, I'll be talking to Dr. Keisha Blaine, who wrote a book about Fannie Lou Hamer, Until We Are All Free. I hope I got that title right, but we'll be talking, I think, next week about her fantastic book. And then I'm also teaching at White Whale virtually a workshop on writing hermit crab essays in the month of November.
Wait, what's a hermit crab essay?
So you know how a hermit crab will make a house out of anything, you know, to protect its tender body? So hermit crab essays, you take everyday objects or forms, rather, and turn it into an essay. So it could take the form of an obituary, a college syllabus, a restaurant menu, and you tell truths through these forms.
Oh, that's so cool. And there definitely are stories like that in your book in which you sort of would do that, where it's sort of disguised as a guide to something or a letter.
Oh, I love playing with form. Absolutely love playing with form. So I'm excited to teach folks and learn from them as well and just play with these forms.
That's so cool. Well, I'm going to try to get Jill back over here because I've got a little lightning round of questions for the two of you.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Hey, Jill. There's no right answer. It's just personal preference.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I was going to crush Jill in trivia if that was the case.
Okay, we're going to ask you about Steelers lineups from the past 30 years. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Jill would win that if it was about the Steelers.
Okay, so favorite sandwich in Pittsburgh?
Reuben.
Is there a specific place?
What is that? The Squirrel Hill Deli? I'm getting the name wrong. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate lightning, anything.
know.
I love SPAC, anything at SPAC.
Your favorite recent book you read?
Oh gosh, Gumbo Yaya by Ariel Marie.
Now I'm blanking. What did I read recently? I don't even know.
Okay, pass. Okay, your best Halloween costume ever?
It's the one I haven't worn yet. I'm gonna put on a slip and put a Freud name tag. I'll be a Freudian slip. It's coming.
That's perfect. I did the couple from Beetlejuice one year, and I did the big paper mache head as well. Yeah,
That's so cool.
for kids when I had a lot more time.
Okay, your favorite place to read a book in Pittsburgh?
Book question, that's the
Oh,
worst.
gosh. White Whale Bookstores, of course.
Yeah.
I love to read outside and not in public.
Your favorite book as a kid?
Oh, Daddy Was a Number Runner by Louise Merriweather.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
I love how ready you were for that.
I just wrote an essay about it. Cheated a little bit.
Mine was Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh gosh, yes.
that was
yes.
fun.
Okay, your favorite snack to eat while reading?
Oh gosh, my daughter Peyton's cupcakes. She makes cupcakes. She has a home bakery, so
That's so cool.
yeah, with Heath Bar Crunch and Kahlua.
Whoa.
Fancy snacks.
For me, gummy bears all the time.
Gosh, well, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to check out the new White Whale space, you can do it starting Friday.
Yes, you can. Friday we'll be open our regular hours, but we'll be doing lots of sales and raffles and just making it fun. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much for joining us, and see you next time. Bye.